What's up, guys? I'm Payton, and I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
I was just telling you earlier, it's like every little thing that you keep dropping is just like a bigger step up to your previous. So let's talk about the new track, Drive Away, and like what really kickstarted that writing process.
Yeah. So I got into the studio with the same people I was working on Nevermind with, and then they had this like beat kind of going, and this really like 80s feel, like the Drive Away nostalgia vibes, you know. And then like I think my writer Nick, he had come up with something about like the whole Drive Away concept, and then it just was history from there. Like sparked the whole thing, and we just started going crazy. Yeah, I think we had that song like probably written, I think, before the beat was even like fully done. Damn. So it was like it was easy, but yeah, that was the whole process of there in the studio.
I personally feel like with this track, you are experimenting and stepping out a little bit more of your comfort zone as far as your vocals go, especially with some certain like highs and lows that you keep doing throughout the track. Tell me a little bit about your vocals during this recording process, and what kind of challenges did you find yourself facing?
Yeah, it was definitely a tough song to record for sure. But I just recorded Nevermind like a couple days before, and that song's like crazy compared to Drive Away, but it's pretty similar with the notes. But yeah, definitely pushing myself. That's the goal, you know, like I'm still really new to making music and original music and singing and everything, so it's like every day trying to push myself for like different parts of my voice that I can find, and definitely with Drive Away I found like new parts of my voice and like stuff like that, so yeah.
So when we first talked, like I was telling you how you're like making, pop punk kind of get rediscovered all over again. You're one of those artists that are starting to bring that genre back. And when we're talking about Newfound Glory, who you didn't know about at the time, so hopefully you got to listen to him since then.
I definitely listened to him, but I didn't, like, that was like after our interview, so I'm fully like cannot remember, but yeah.
But so, now that you are, constantly releasing more music, where do you feel you fit in this like pop punk kind of alternative pop kind of world? And do you feel like you are constantly educating yourself as far as like older acts, newer acts, and like what to do, what not to do with this genre?
Right, I'm definitely like exploring as much as I can and learning as much as like the whole genre and everything that I can. But yeah, no, I'm definitely finding myself sitting this nice kind of alt pop world right now, and definitely kind of stepping away more from like the pop punk stuff and like kind of making like stuff like Drive Away, just always experimenting and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd say definitely like alt pop is kind of where I'm trying to sit right now and stuff like that. Drive Away definitely kind of threw off the whole like vibe with everything, but that's the goal. I like when people are like, nothing sounds the same. I'm like, yeah, man, it's how I'm doing things right now.
So how do you know you're just testing the waters, and how do you know like this isn't just like a brand new era of Payton?
I don't know. It's like it's fun music to make, but every time I get in the studio with more alternative stuff, it feels more comfortable. Like I know where to sit in my voice, and I know how to treat the melodies and stuff like that. So I don't know. It could be I could like exploring more in like the Drive Away scene, like that type of genre. But I don't know. It's not as comfortable. So I think that I don't know. Maybe we'll see. But yeah.
Now, as far as like you doing songwriting and you doing production, how do you feel you've kind of evolved? I mean, throughout this whole last year that you've been constantly like in your studio and creating, do you feel like it's been like a drastic kind of evolution for you, or do you feel like it's a natural kind of evolution?
It's definitely natural. Everything's baby steps for me right now. But it's cool because definitely looking back at my Spotify and like seeing like Love Letter where I first started and everything like that. There's definitely been growth, but it's definitely not the growth where I'm like, wow, I'm a completely different like artist, which I feel like I am way different than I was when I first dropped. But I've just found more of like, almost more of the passion behind it. Like I'm not just like writing a bunch of songs to write a bunch of songs. Like I'm actually making sure I connect with the music and everything like that, because for the longest time it was like, I like this song, but it's not my favorite, and I don't know why. And then, I just started like fully connecting with these songs and stuff like that. So I feel like that's the biggest difference, is like I found like why I'm actually writing music, so that's been a thing.
Now, you did mention that this was kind of written around the same time as Nevermind. So how did you go about as far as deciding to release Nevermind first and then releasing Drive Away just now?
It was just like the feel I had for the songs. Like Nevermind was the first one made, and that was like, oh, I'm in love with this song, you know, and like, you know how it is. It takes months to get these out. So it's like we didn't even pay attention to Drive Away for a while. Like we kept it kind of as a demo, and then we dropped Nevermind, and I was like, what do I want to drop next? Drive Away. So let's get it mixed and stuff like that. So yeah, I think Nevermind was just the first, like, it was like the first child, you know. I was like, I love this song. I want to get it out first. Yeah.
That's amazing. Now, today you're kicking off your official tour with the Boys of Summer tour. First of all, what excites you about this tour? And then second of all, what can your fans like look forward to throughout these tour dates?
Yeah, so first thing, I'm just super excited to get back. It's like there's like crowds and everything like that. I've been in rehearsals and stuff, and like just the energy in rehearsals has been great, but like I just imagine it with you know, with the crowds and everything like that. And yeah, so that's what excites me the most, is just being able to meet the fans again. And it's been so long since like I've been able to do something like this. Yeah. So it's really crazy. But I'm performing a good amount of unreleased music, so that's what the fans should be excited for, because I got songs that no one's ever heard. So yeah.
And lastly, you know, because on the actual music video for Drive Away, you did have a little performance section on there. Like, how much of that like felt just like, man, I can't wait to be back to these live shows?
Oh, that was great. We were in a big old amphitheater, and like I was just imagining one day like me sitting there just selling that whole thing out. So yeah, it definitely feels amazing to like be here and doing this right now. But yeah, no, I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
That's amazing. Well, thanks for reuniting with me. You guys be sure to check out Drive Away, which is out now. The official music video is out as well, and catch them on the Boys of Summer tour. That pretty much just kickstarted today. So thanks again for watching here on Front Row Live.